Legislators and leaders of communities around Vermont, it's a great honor to be able, as a result of the extraordinary work of the best congressional delegation in America, Senator Leahy, Senator Sanders, Congressman Welch, and I know we have members of their teams here. Welcome to Ted Brady from Senator Leahy's office. Little Ted here, welcome. We're glad you're here, Ed. Jenny Nelson from Senator Sanders' office. Jenny, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. And we have Victoria Jones from Congressman Welch's office. Thanks for joining us. A couple of points on the CDBG grants that we're about to announce to the hard-working leaders from around the state. The first is, as you know, these grants are critical to both providing affordable housing in Vermont so that our job creators have places for employees to live at a livable wage, and also to ensure that we strengthen our public infrastructure across the state. Our delegation in Washington has been extraordinary at what I would only call getting a disproportionate share to the most deserving state in the country. And I'm incredibly heartened by the success of the Leahy amendment that is bringing us an additional $23 million, $23.6 million as a result of Irene that will be allocated soon. This particular group of grants that we're passing out now today is not related to that money. It's related to other projects that were in the pipeline already, but it's a great help to us as we rebuild to have Secretary Donovan and Senator Leahy, Sanders, and Congressman Welch giving us such a great opportunity to enhance our housing challenges as a result of Irene. So thank you to the delegation. Do you all want to say anything, or do you want me just to hand these out, team? Come on up. Yeah, come on up. Let's give these guys a hand. Get ready, Senator Leahy's up.
Thank you, Governor. Well, on behalf of Senator Leahy, first I want to thank the Governor and his staff, Jen Holler, Lawrence Miller, the VCDB staff, Vermont Community Development Program staff and board for selecting the grant recipients today. Over the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen about a 25% cut in the amount of money that's coming to the state of Vermont. This is an example of federal budget cuts really hitting home. You might see more grant recipients up here today if the budget hadn't been cut. I think more likely you'd see more robust projects, you'd see more units of affordable housing, you'd see more economic development projects, more loan funds. You go down a list of projects, you'd see more jobs created here in the state of Vermont if this program wasn't cut. But that said, the state's done a great job deploying the money we've gotten. They've had to be smarter. They've had to do more with less, as we've all heard over time and time again. I also want to point out the work that these recipients have to do to get these grants. The days of one grant covering one project don't happen. Each of these projects, whether it be in Shelburne with the Shumlin Housing Trust, or out in St. Johnsbury with the Parmala building, multiple grant applications for one project. The days of just putting in one grant to build a ramp no longer happen. Government efficiency is at best cut, so you have to do more work at the local level. But we're proud to work down in DC to make sure this money isn't cut too far. The President's budget came out just this week and level funds CDBG for the next year. That's a victory, the Community Development Block Grant. That's a big victory. We hope we can convince the Senate and House to actually increase over last year, because level funding is actually a cut compared to just a few years ago. So thank you, Governor, for the opportunity.
That's right. I have to do my work. Congratulations to Peru, Berry City, Saxton's River, Shelburne, St. Johnsbury, and Newport City for receiving these awards. And they're a testament to the great work that each and every one of you do. And it's so important that it is a partnership not only with the state and the federal, but with all the partners that you folks gather together to make these projects happen. And
I'm Victoria Jones with Congressman Peter Welch's office. Unfortunately, Congressman Welch couldn't be here today, but he asked that I read these remarks. Congratulations to the recipients of the 2012 Community Development Block Grants. These awards are a reward for the tireless work you do to improve equal access for Vermonters from Newport to Saxton's River and everywhere between, to provide loans and technical assistance for low and moderate income homeowners, improve accessibility for important cultural art centers, develop affordable housing for seniors, repair historic buildings, and design food production and distribution centers for local food producers. CDBG provides flexible funds to help repair damaged housing units, provide loans to homeowners, and help communities rebuild. The flexibility of these federal funds is important so that homeowners and communities can make a decision at the local level on how to rebuild and prosper. I appreciate Governor Shumlin and Commissioner Miller's efforts to distribute the grants to such deserving programs. Thank you for your leadership and advocacy. I will continue to strongly support this funding in Washington, and I look forward to visiting these projects in Vermont soon. Thank you, Congressman Welch.
Goes to the great town of Shelburne. It's $1.25 million as a deferred loan to the Champlain Housing Vermont Trust and Cathedral Square. It should be no secret that Shelburne has been struggling with affordable housing for some time. Chittenden County is an expensive place to live. This is really a great community effort. It's going to result in 42 units of family rental housing, 36 units of senior rental housing, and 5 rental single-family homes. So congratulations to the 78 units that are impacted for the town of Shelburne. This is an extraordinary project. It's our biggest allocation, about $1.25 million to improve income housing for folks that deserve it in Shelburne. So thank you so much. Joan, thank you. Come on, she's right over there. The next one goes to the great town of St. Johnsbury for $200,000 to repair the slate roof of the historic former railroad depot, now utilized as a rural community workspace. And this is really, there's an overall plan in St. Johnsbury that I had the pleasure of being walked through recently by the town managers here and others to rehab. It's one of the most ambitious plans right now in downtown Vermont to rehab and bring extraordinary opportunities, including the ball team, to St. Johnsbury. So congratulations, come on up. $200,000 to help you get on your way. Way to go. Come on, we're going to pack it right in. Finally, the last one goes to the great city of Newport City for $30,000. It's going to help out in the kingdom for planning for the Northeast Kingdom Feasting Center, a combined food production, retail distribution, and education center to be located in a currently unoccupied building on Main Street in Newport. And that's a huge development. As you know, we've got great things happening up in Newport City as a result of ANC Bio, big biotech company coming in there. We know we're doing great things up at nearby Jay. They talk about a renovation of a lakefront hotel. So big things happening. Congratulations to Newport City. Come on up. Okay.
You know, down in Washington, there seems to be a pretty healthy discussion about earmarks and what's appropriate federal spending. And some folks down there might look at this program and say, you know, great idea, worthy projects, but you know, this is the kind of thing we can't do anymore. And Tim Brady alluded to the cuts in the program. What's the justification for this program?
You know, this is a huge jobs creator, and I think the reason that President Obama and Vermont's congressional delegation fight so hard for it is that it not only provides housing and brings opportunities to our downtowns, but it creates jobs. We leverage, for every dollar we invest in this program by the federal government, we draw down, how many dollars is it, Ben? What's the ratio? 60 bucks for every dollar. No. Yeah? Is that high?
For housing.
60 bucks. So I mean, this puts people to work, creates construction jobs in an area where we've had challenges in this recession. I don't think there's a better way to invest federal dollars in this program. So that's why the president's supporting it in his budget. That's why Senator Sanders and Congressman Welch will fight so hard for it. It's a great thing for jobs and job creation in Vermont as well as our downtowns.
Could we just review that number again? For every dollar that is spent, there's a rippling
Come on up,
throughout the economy of $60. Is that what
$60.
you said?
Speak to Chittenden County, which is
Yeah,
where the
Chittenden
biggest
County,
award's going.
we need to leverage, as you understand, this grant is one of 14 different sources that would go just into this development. A lot of it private investment through a tax incentive investment, which funds maybe 50% of the cost. So this federal dollar is like yeast, and it's a small amount of money, really, that goes in and helps us bake the bread at the local level. And that's without spin-off effects. That's really the jobs created, the value of the real estate we're developing.
Brendan, what is the total value of that project?
In Shelburne?
Yeah.
Our part of it is 8 million.
So 1.25 million, this $1.25 million grant will result in $8 million of investment in Shelburne, as an example.
And we'll follow up.
Plus
with
there's
more
Cathedral
details.
Square, yeah. I don't have all
Yeah, the cathedral
the other
square
parts of the
is pretty high.
project. Okay, so we can get those to you.